another game you can do. This game is called Cookie Challenge. Cookie Face. Face Cookie. Whatever. So, what you do is you're going to put a cookie on your forehead. And without using your hands, you are going to wiggle it. And if it falls, you pick it back up. 5-second rule applies here, okay? Don't let your dogs eat it. Might not be good for them. So, Abby, you ready to start?
Yep.
So again, you get whatever you're not allergic to do this. And make sure you do this with your parents around, okay? Here, let's scoot up a little bit so they can see how ridiculous our faces look.
Mine smells like something.
All right, here we go. Ready? Hold on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I need music. Come to me. Oh, it's too big for my face. I gotta start over.
Oh, dang it, me too.
I put.
Oh no, mine broke.
Get in my face. What is on my face? I don't know what to do now.
Dang it. Mine broke twice.
That's how you do it, folks. All right, FBCR, Rutherfordton, children, families. It's day 2 of God is Everywhere. This is our 3-day series that we're doing to kind of end the month of July. Excuse me. And you've already done some games. Hopefully you've gotten your bags at church by now. If not, make sure you contact us about that. And now it's time for our devotional for the day. So yesterday's video was all about how it's God's never-ending story. Well, now we're going to see how it begins. So where did the world come from, etc., etc. So here is how that's going to look, okay? So the first picture is right here. And again, make sure that you pause the video if you need to and do these drawings. And please text them or email them to me, okay? So it looks like I just did a lot of squigglies on the paper. I did, okay? Because that's a drawing. Best drawing I've done, okay? Here is how this story goes. Before God made the world, there was nothing, right? I mean, nothing. It was just darkness. And God decided to make the world. And he did a pretty awesome job, okay? So here is your second picture, not to be confused with the number on here. So this is day 1. You can get a little closer. So day 1. And all you're going to do for these pictures is you're going to draw M's. Sideways, upside down, M like Miller. That's us. So draw a bunch of M's, and here's why. God said, let there be light. Okay? So he's let there be light, and the light, it shone all around. Isn't that a cool word, shone? It shined. It shone all around, okay? So he divided the darkness from the light, and he called what he called night. God said it was good, and God did on the first day, right?
Yep.
So, next. Got my words mixed up there. Sorry about that. Day 2. Here, you're just drawing 3 little lines. You're drawing a cloud, or you can just link a bunch of 3s and then a little wave underneath it, okay? And here's what that one's about. So the next day, God said, let the sky and the water be made separate from each other. It's crazy to think about. It's hard for us to picture, but all this stuff was kind of jumbled together, and God separated it out. So he's separated the light from the dark, and now what we see is he's separating the sky and the water from one another. So there was water below the sky, and there was sky that arched over the water, and that's what God did on the second day. So you could see where the water went, where the sky went, because it was in the sky, right? So I know it's hard to explain this stuff. It's deep, right? Or it's just hard for me to read. On the third day, so here you're drawing M's for mountains. Hey, M, mountains. Mountains start with M. What? Okay, so 3 big M's. And here's what's happening here on day 3. God spoke, and the waters gathered together to make rivers, lakes, and oceans. Once the water was moved around, dry land appeared. Now there were mountains and hills. There were deep canyons and dry deserts. I said hills. I've been living around here. Hills for too long. God had shaped a beautiful world, but God was not finished yet. There was not anything on earth that was alive yet. Okay? I mean, animals, people. So, next. And then, this is the next picture, okay? And so what you're going to do here is you're going to draw these flowers. You're just drawing a 3 normal and then a 3 like on the opposite side and putting a dot in the middle. And these are flowers. And then here you're doing 3s as a cloud and 3s in the middle. This is a stem with a bunch of berries. This looks like a pumpkin. It's supposed to be some kind of, yeah. So, yeah, this is a bush. It looks like a cloud, but yeah. So anyway, thank you, dear grammatical queen over here. God said, let there be all sorts of grasses and plants and trees. So grass sprang up, flowers bloomed, red, yellow, pink, and purple, fuchsia, and magenta, and those other colors. Every color you can think of, trees of all shapes and sizes, berry bushes, and pumpkin vines. It is a pumpkin. I didn't think it was supposed to be a pumpkin.
What did you think it was?
I don't know, okay?
Squash?
I just thought I messed up the drawing, maybe. I don't know. It's a big squash. Anyway, pumpkin vines grew beautiful fruit and bright orange pumpkins. What? God looked at all the work he had done, and God saw that it was good. Okay, next. Here's your next one. So this is a moon or a banana. This is a star. This is the sun. You draw a circle with M's all around it to make the sun rays. I don't know. They figured it was easier to draw M's, but I still messed it up. So this is day 4. Next, God made a special bright light and put it in the sky to shine during the day. We call that light the sun, and he made the moon and the stars to shine at night. God did a lot of things on day 4. Next, I'm telling you, I mimicked the drawings. This is day 5, okay? And so this, you just draw like a big upside down U, and you draw S's and some eyeballs, okay? It's supposed to be an octopus. I don't know what kind of octopus I just drew, but it hasn't been discovered yet. It's on National Geographic. On the 5th day, God filled the water and the sky with living creatures. He put fish and sharks and octopuses. There you go. And whales in the oceans. Birds flew through the sky. Some birds were tiny, some were big, and they were every color you can think of, even fuchsia.
That's not an octopus. It only has 6 tentacles.
You know what? Just keep doing the thing, okay? This is our relationship, okay? Here is Rebecca Marsh's favorite animal, apparently, okay? Yeah, and sorry about the light, but yeah, there you go. On the 6th day, okay, and even though there's not a 6 on here, we're getting to that. On the 6th day, God made land animals, all kinds of things, but the day wasn't over yet because God did something more amazing. So in this picture, you just draw an S for his tail, and then you draw like, it looks like an ice cream cone with a hook coming out of it, but it's a mouse, okay? I'm trying. Okay, next. So here's what happened on day 6. It was really special. God made Adam and later made Eve. God made them different from the animals. They could think and they could make things. And here's the cool part. The man and the woman, male and female, were made in God's image. So when we think of who God is, we have to remember that males and females were made in God's image. That means that there are male qualities to God and how he thinks, but there's also feminine qualities because we're both made in God's image. And I think that's pretty awesome. And then the last picture is this. You just write the word good really big with eyeballs. And God looked at the whole world he had made, and everything was, what was it?
Good.
Not just good, but
Good.
good. Okay. So that is our devotional for day 2 of God is Everywhere. Look forward to seeing you guys back tomorrow for day 3, our final devotional and game and all that stuff.